So what's next for you, Kinsey? What's your next new
Well,
thing?
my next new thing that's kind of staying on my mind is because I won overall for figure and women's physique, that qualifies me to go to nationals. I could have chose to go to nationals this December or next December, and I just obviously didn't have it in me to keep dieting. So, um, yeah, I was like, no, we'll go next year. So that's kind of at the forefront of my mind is nationals next year. Obviously, the hope there is to get my pro card, and I do feel like I have a good chance because I have a whole year to build and, build up my weaknesses. So that's kind of on the forefront of my mind, but I also, I do play football and my football team is trying. We're actually kind of in a pickle right now. Our head coach kind of said, I don't want to coach this year. And then we're trying to transition to player owned. And it's just like a money thing. And it's hard to find, it's hard to find women who want to play tackle football, believe it or
Like
not.
what kind of league is this?
So it's the WFA. So that's we're actually a semi-pro team, so if we win championships, like, we get to go play in Canton, Ohio, and we get to be on ESPN. So, I mean, it's a cool league to be a part of, it's just it's hard because, again, well, we have 3 women's football teams here in Utah, and we're kind of I guess you could call us, like, the underdogs, our team, and so we're always struggling to find women to play, and so it's really just a numbers thing, and it's a money thing, so we're trying to figure out how to keep our team alive. So we're gonna be doing some fundraising and try to make that work. So that's like the next thing for me is just trying to focus on keeping the team alive. And
Do some videos
it's
on this.
yeah, yeah, I've definitely thought about it. It's one of those things like I love football so much, but it's how do I say this? It kind of interferes with my profession, if that makes sense. Like, it's hard to do both. It's hard to be a football athlete, and it's hard to be a bodybuilder.
Hi, it's Gary, the Iron Council. I apologize for interrupting the video, but I had to stop and introduce a very special guest star to this video. It's Peter Keller from Fringe Sport. Well, Peter couldn't be here, but I do have a Fringe Sport mag pin, which are great, by the way. And had Peter been here, he would have joined me in asking you to like this video and subscribe to the channel so we can keep great interviews and reviews and other videos coming to you. Thanks. Now back to the video.
Like, this last year during the season, like, I was dieting during football, and it cost me a lot because I didn't have a lot of energy during practices, didn't have a lot of energy during games, and, so I just felt like this season just felt kinda off because I just wasn't, like. And I was, like, a lot lighter than I normally am. I was, like, 20 pounds lighter, and as a running back, you feel that. Like, when someone hits you and you're 20 pounds lighter, it just hurts worse. It's just the way it is. So,
Yeah.
it's hard because I love football so much and I love bodybuilding so much, and they just unfortunately don't, intertwine together very well. It's hard to diet, while you're playing football, and it's hard to, and it's scary because if I get hurt, you know, during football, I can't do my competition depending on how I get hurt. And during the 4 years I've played football, I've broke 3 fingers, I've broke my femur, like, I've had a fracture in my
Wow.
femur, I've tore my quad, I've tore my hamstring, like, these are things that could easily happen during the season that is gonna affect whether so it's kinda scary because I really have an opportunity here next year to go to nationals and get my pro card, but I also am like, "Okay, am I going to risk possibly getting injured during my football season?" So, it's a little bit rough. It's hard to make that decision, it's hard to make that
Yeah.
call, and so
Yeah.
I'm kind of s and then also, like, it costs money to travel. Like, we travel around state to state, it costs money to play football, costs money to go to home gym con, it costs money to go to nationals, so I'm kind of there's 3 big things that are gonna be costing me money next year that I just have to decide, "Can I make this work? Am I gonna make it work?" So, that's where I'm at right now. I'm kind of just in a little bit of a limbo. I wanna get my pro card, but I also wanna go to home gym con, and I also wanna play football, so it's just kinda I
Yeah,
have to decide.
that's tough. It's kind of kind of a good problem to have choices to make,
Yeah,
but it's always hard to
yeah.
make them. Is that why your barbell is sad on your hat?
So this is like a company here. I don't know if they're out of Utah, but it's called Unwell Barbell, and it's just it's a brand that raises awareness for mental health.